You so much.
Well,
police, religious leaders, and even fire officials could all have a vital role in the next disaster.
Yeah, but now churches may get involved. They may help out as well. Let's toss things over to John Palmentary with more on that. John.
And these religious leaders have been asked to be part of the emergency response and the planning, preparation, if you will, before an emergency arises, and then be ready to act and help out if something does take place, a crisis in our community. And what we have found out from this meeting we went to today is that many already have plans in place and are willing to come forward and help out with any call for service that they may be getting.
All of you have resources to bring to a disaster. All of you want to bring those resources.
A network of help is growing in Santa Barbara, and it includes the faith-based communities who are working side by side with disaster responders. You only have to recall the T or Jesusita fires to remember the crisis facing Santa Barbara. Now, when there's a call for help, churches are being asked to find ways to be involved, and some that rarely work side by side could be united.
Getting to know people that maybe don't look like you or don't believe like you do keeps you from categorizing them in a way that would keep you apart and brings you together.
Typically, you think of churches and emotional and spiritual care, but the reality is churches have a variety of capabilities, from feeding, sheltering, to various other things that are going to be critically needed resources in any community.
The VOAD group, which stands for Voluntary Organizations Active in Disaster, met side by side with emergency responders and religious leaders to talk about ways to help the community in a crisis.
In religious communities, sometimes those networks aren't as close as they might be. And so being able to gather around something like disaster preparedness actually brings faith communities together.
Across the country, emergency responders have seen religious leaders help out in disasters, as well as neighbors who may not even know each other, joining hands to rebuild.
I like to say that disasters blow down fences and make great neighbors. And I've seen this happen over and over again.
And you know, in past months and years, in September and October, we have actually been out on the front lines of disasters and seeing those responders. It's good to see that nothing is going on right now in our area, and they can sit together, collaborate, and come up with a game plan if something should happen, whether it's a fire in these hills or down the road if we get some rain, flooding, or possibly an earthquake in the future. Reporting live in Santa Barbara this evening, John Palmentary, News Channel 3.
All right, thank you.